without further ado, we want to bring our entertainment on stage. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Maurice Taylor, also known as the Soul Fighter. Yes, poet from Springfield.
All right. Now I know I'm not the only one that felt like bobbing, right? Felt like getting up and doing something. But I can't because I'm in too much pain.
Maurice, stand under the light and get there.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So how's everybody doing?
Yeah, right.
Who's here for the first time? Did y'all expect all this?
No, this is awesome.
Let's be real. Did y'all expect all this? I didn't. But now I know. I should have came up here in a three-piece suit. I should have known better. Give it up for Dream Studios, y'all. Man, I remember Ben from years ago, right, Ben?
Yes.
Ben was running around with his crew. I was thinking about this. Man, and I was like, yo, I've been like, Ben, I want to do something with you. I want to do something with you for years, right? Y'all come in, I say, like, Ben, what can we do? What can we do? One day we'll do it. We'll do it one day. I'm like, dang, how long is this one day going to be? Well, that one day is today, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah.
Now, my poetry is aggressive too.
All right.
But I've been doing a lot of social political poetry for over 20 years, right? You know, and I've lost some friends along the way.
Oh, jeez.
But I picked up some friends along the way. You know, and this morning, I was reading something. It was talking about two brothers who recently had been lynched.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that?
Yeah.
You know, there was one back in 2015, and you know, there's others that we're not being told about, and stuff like that. And so the question is, do we rely on the police to protect us, right? How do we come together so we can protect us? You know what I'm saying? So this one is called Ghetto. Ghetto, and it talks about the issues in our own internal issues in our communities. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
I come to wake sleepy nations in pain, political sedation. Minds have been spaded, left rotten vessels evaded. God hell expedite the first few levels till terror overtakes, see the devil. Those that seek him stand with me. Pray to our gods and fight in solidarity. Let's go back into the painful history, release the tears, face fears, build with me. See, the ghetto is the worst confined, that's why we got raped and lost our minds. Pay attention as we go to the ghetto. The acronyms will come clear bellow from the plantation to the projects. We was robbed by political rejects, living in the ghetto. It's deeper than society's secrets of high bureaucracy, hidden facts, distorted teachings, mental chains mutually beseeching. Is it correct? created by us. When we come to realize that the ghettos is not for us, when we come to realize that our hands have built many beautiful buildings, our hands have built many beautiful societies, when we realize that our hands can still build beautiful society, no longer will we live in these ghettos. Gut hell expedite till terror overtakes 6 levels of hell. Our minds have been raped, living in the ghetto. Thank you.
Yes.
The children are crying. Hear the cries of the children. Clean the wax out your dirty ears and listen to the screams that cut the airs on a mission, that hit the hearts of the immature ones. Every child needs love, so give us some. Alleviate our hunger and our terror visions. Now all I need is a guitar. Y'all don't want to hear me play the guitar. Y'all be like, what the heck was he doing? Let me just start this real quick. And I'm actually going to do it to a actually mellow tone.
Yeah.
To the cries of the children. Clean the wax out your dirty ears and listen to the screams that cut the air on the mission. They hit the hearts of immature ones. Every child needs love, so give us some. Annihilate our hunger and our terror visions. Annihilate the greed that causes our missions. How can you sleep and leave us without ambition, then captivate us for wrong decision? Why must you riff when we represent the hood? You're the ones that left us. This is the way of survival, because there is no living. The shadows are our demons, grabbing minds, drilling lies and terror. You say, good, maybe you'll leave the streets alone, but you let us here by ignoring responsibilities at home. The abuse, the pain you freely gave is the result denying that we're still a slave. If you love us, you'll face it and set us free. Emancipated slaves, they say, so they strum our misery. They want our last breath and silent testimony, so we go and hide underneath society. Our revolt became the catalyst of their misery. Our protectors from evil shadows as mommy and daddy, but you turned to help them make us villains. Freely gave us to DSS. Have you lost your feelings? For the cries of the children. Black, white, Latino, Asian, whatever child suffer from the same syndromes. Parents being enslaved to the economic system won't take time to stand anymore. Just to say you are the foundation of the future. You exploit us and hold us only when it suits you. Then wonder what went wrong. To gain love, you must give it unconditionally. Even from the womb, you must earn it. Protect the minds of babes, let us learn it. Only then will we see the lands of opportunities. Everything now is non-existent except for depression. Stop saying get over it and come see these hurdles. So you can give us true wisdom and we can overcome. When we cry, stop calling us babies and nurture us. The sensitivity drives us crazy and you provide Prozac. Hear the cries of the children. When I'm a child and helpless, protect me. So when you grow old and helpless, I will want to protect you. And if you teach me love, I will know how to love you. That my soul resides in. Help mold me to be the miracle being you wish to see in the cries of the children.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so this is my last long one, and then I got a special treat for y'all. It ain't no magic trick either. How many of y'all feel like that we have true unity in our communities? Raise your hand. Look around. Look how many hands are up.
It goes both ways.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about going both ways. True unity don't go both ways, bro. It goes one way.
That's right.
You know what I mean? When we're unified, right, it don't mean that things aren't going wrong. It means that we try to find a way where we work through that. We get either together or we're not. And I'm not just talking about every black person is going to be united, because there never was a time in Africa where every single black person was united, right? But when we're in a place where the odds are truly against us, we have a choice to make. Living grave. Is it my mind frame or the capitalistic game that has us chasing fame from a broken soul train? It's like running uphill a nice slip and it's downhill. Desperations and false desire has me wired to the American dream, a nice crib and ice cream, college education envisions my color, and ignorance keeps it hidden, because they see brown, they want me down, embedding in me the losing concepts. A living grave is one on the caps. I feel naked walking in the rain of degrading behaviors just to prove my flavor. Born to the ghetto, can't sing a cappella, but I write well to break the slave spell. I face this earthly hell. In my minds they put nails. Where's my longer way than home? Imagine that grown and still alone. Fighting stereotypes, the black plague, my mind filled with hopes and rage. Must find self-will, not phantom. To be nothing, I won't grant them. A living grave, a living grave, a living grave. Who stole Miss Liberty's heart? Congress elite, you thief. Oops, she's metal and hollow, but illusions we do follow. If I fight, do I win? To what limit do I defend? When cops say give in or the few stop singing, I saw veracity in fiction, witnessing my family's crucifixion. There's more pain than true healing, that's what I'm feeling. To live is to be happy, to survive is to die, that's why we survive. My living grave is the rage, a living grave, a living grave, a living grave. I run from childhood rape. My mind is the great escape. Poverty, the grinds for captivity, my past and they hold me. I wish for warrior conduct, and still I self-destruct. I'm a slave to love, but love has been raped, drowned in the sea of hate. Some say hope is love trait, or is it the spirit waiting to initiate its renaissance? My vessel forced to be empty, so the leak try to pimp me. I conjugate mental force field, so even in pain, my body, I don't yield. A living grave, a living grave, a living grave. Who they? Who they that I pray I see, so we be free today? From the digital waves of falsehood, stuck to my naps as a hood, hiding the ugliness they gave me, I'm mindly smothering the truth and the beauty in which mother bathed me. I practice genocide of Judas to me. I look around and I capture my hands in chains against muddy, stinky walls around me, hang millions of young black men and women. My head hung, I cried for the rapture. Then I think what God saves me when my ancestors believed the covenant, hate to European and weak African men's sin, coercing me to repeat behaviors of my evil kin. A living grave, a living grave, a living grave. So this last one, where'd my piece of paper go? I lost my piece of paper. Can somebody give me a piece of paper, please? And a pen. Oh, there it is. There it is. How do you say your name? Leona. Leona. Give it up for Leona, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure. How many people like to be applauded for the things they do?
Yes.
I don't know about you. When somebody say to me, man, you sure want to be appreciated for the things you do, there's something going on with you. Maybe you're trying to keep all the money for yourself. But I think people need to know the good things we do in our community so there is no question that there is some unity, right?
Yes.
This one's going to be called Dream Studios.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to get words real quick. Let's not make this a long drawn-out thing because I don't want to get kicked off the stage, all right? And so I'm going to take one word, maybe up to 7 to 8 words. So, but if you got a word, raise your hand. If you shout it out, I'm not going to use it, all right? Everybody got the rules?
Yes.
All right, who's got a word?
A word. Love.
Patience.
Patience. How about you, sir?
Aspiring.
Aspiring?
Yes.
First I thought you said asparagus. Support. Excuse me? Did you have a word? Oh, okay, I thought your hand was up. My bad. Anybody else?
Had a word on
Future?
Family.
Family? Somebody had a hand up over here?
Elegance.
Elegance. All right. Last one.
Dreamer. Creative.
Creative. You said dreamer? All right. I saw one more hand up over here, a little kid's hand. A child's hand. Did you have your hand up?
No, she had her hand up over here.
God?
Yes. Oh, we got one over here too.
Well, that's all. We got a lot. All right, what was the last one? Huh? Believer?
Believer.
All right, we got to get the kids with the child's word in. What's your word?
What's your word?
Help?
Help?
Health?
House.
House.
House. She said
Who
house.
needs a house?
Yes.
Put your hand up if you need a house. A house divided cannot fall.
Cannot stand.
All right, so the words you gave me was love, patience. My bad, man. I had to do it. Aspiring, support, future, family, elegance, creative, dream, God, believer, in the house. Some of y'all gonna love this. Some of y'all gonna be like, Some of y'all gonna be like, wow. But ain't nobody gonna hate this.
All right.
Dream Studio. This is for you, Ben. Thanks for all that you do, bro. Dream Studios isn't just a dance studio. And it's not about talking to you about your dream either. It's about helping you get to know yourself so that you can take and be molded and not just dream, but manifest your dreams. See, it starts with dancing. It's allowing you to get to know not just your muscles, but the tendons that allow you to snap your legs and back and jump. Twirling around with pictures in the background. You never know when you're going to need to run when you get outside. See, Dream Studios is about pulling who you are out and let you see who you are right in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see will not be what they tell you it is. For what you see will be the truth deep inside of you. Dream Studios. See, it's a place where you come before you even get to know yourself. And hopefully you go when you're a child. So by the time you get my age, hello? So by the time you get to my age, you're able to step on society's stage.
Yes.
But what does it take? It takes love. And what is love? Some say love is a feeling, but I believe that love is an action that causes feelings, chemical reactions within our body that lets us know that we are wanted. Patience, because you will fall. You may break something, you may sprain something, but you can never stop. Yeah. If you can't move, then you need to read. If you can't read or move, then you need to watch a video, and you need to get up time and time again. Even if in your midst there's so many enemies and you can't find out who's your friend, you must know that you are your own friend. Supports.
Yeah.
Who is your greatest support? It must be you. But see, in this studio, no show is done alone. It is done with the team. So we must learn how to support each other, pick each other up. And when one falls, we must learn how to prance and jump and dance to take away the attention so that you can get up. See, in this studio, families are created. In this studio, families who've had long existing tension are able to come together and sit in the audience so that they can support their children and their children become communities. And this studio, regardless of what they hear on the television, regardless of what they hear walking down the streets, here they learn to move with elegance.
Yes.
So that those who are judging, those who are characterizing us as anything more than what we truly are can think. That person really don't. Are you creative? And if you don't believe so, maybe you just need someone to bring it out of you. Or maybe you need to see others' ideas so that you can make it your own, so that one day
Yeah.
we must learn the truth. And here's one thing that will make you truly uncouth. In order for these dreams to be manifest, we must be open to the ideas that someone else believes in a different God. Because until then, the divisions that exist in our communities will be our own fault. here. And as we learn to be the creators and masters of our own dreams, we must take this out with us so that we can create dreams in society, so that there could be many studios.
Yeah.
So that there could be many believers, so that there could be much love. So that the ghettos can be dismantled and homes can be built. So that there would be millions of dream studios. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Give it up for Mr. Maurice Taylor. Mr. Maurice, soul fire. Thank you so much.